Hello, it's Gene. I want to talk about, it's been a while since I talked about Manchester United issues. We could talk about David De Gea if you want to, but I think that that's pretty much been talked out on full-time doubles. Obviously, um, okay, I'm talking a little bit out of it, a little bit of it. I mean, obviously we had contact with Real Madrid, but there was never a bid until transfer day deadline a couple days ago. And so I don't blame Manchester United in this at all. When they finally bid and actually put money behind it, um, because we knew that the player wanted to leave, we went ahead and tried to do something about it. And then Real Madrid, they just fucked up, and so they didn't get the player. Now hopefully we can make him want to stay here. We'll see what happens with that. Make sure that this is good. Anyway, but what I really want to talk about is the signings of Depay and Martial. It reminds me of 2003 and 2004 when we got Rooney, and actually it was Ronaldo first and then Rooney. Um, we were at that time that we weren't the best team in the league. Chelsea had just I don't know if it was that year that they just run riot through the Premiership, um, and we had to get back and change our ways, and we got Ronaldo and Rooney. Now, to me, it's similar how Ronaldo was found out. It was like, people had seen him play. The player had seen him play when they played Sporting in a preseason thing, and they said to Ferguson that we need to have this player, and he looked at it and we went and got him. And back then, I think we got him for like 13 million pounds, and then he turned out to be one of the greatest players of this modern era. And I think of Martial the same way. A lot of people in the know have been saying he's been coming, especially last 18 months. He's been like the talk of the town in the French leagues. Um, and when Neville said what he said, this is Philip saying this, people like just basically poo-poop that. It's like, this is a guy that's played with some of the greatest players of all time. And if he thinks a player is good enough, we should at least listen to what he has to say. And I'm not saying that it was Phil Neville that decided that we were going to get this guy. I think that we've known for a while that he's been good. I've watched him on the 21 World Cup. I also watched him for the French national team under 21. Actually, I think under 19. I think I watched him as well. So I've seen it, and I knew that. And when I first saw him, I said, "This would be a nice player for us." Um, but it's one of those things that I think that there's some correlation here. We're at that same, as I talked a little bit earlier in the video. We're kind of like going through a transition right now, and we did the same thing in 2004, 2005, and we had to sit there and watch as Chelsea was dominating, and then we also had to watch the Invisibles and the Arsenal team that didn't lose a game that lost 12, or they 12 ties or whatever draws. Um, and then we had to change. We didn't really change our way, but we got better players, and we got very, very deep. And all I can hope for at this point is if we can get as much as we got out of those two, Rooney and Ronaldo, and we get to 3 Champions League finals, we win one. Um, Ronaldo becomes player of the world, basically, and then we end up selling it for a profit, if that's what happens, because we don't know where this kid's want to go. After he's only going to be here for 4 years, and if he becomes as good as I think he is going to be, and maybe Madrid will come looking for him. Obviously, they're going to have to pay for a lot for him. And I guess Monaco will get something back for that if that happens. But it's something I thought about this morning, saying how this is very similar to me. I've been watching and supporting United for about 40 years. So I hope that, like I said, that we get the same side of the same type of product at the end, like we got with Rooney when he was at that time, and Ronaldo. Just my thoughts. Anyway, I just want to let you know that I will have my preview up for the Liverpool game, as we're on a little 2-day or international break. So thank you for watching, and if you have any comments, or you just want to say I'm stupid, I know what I'm talking about, just put it in my comments and I'll respond to you. I try to do that as well as I can. Thank you for listening. You guys have a good day. Bye.